It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T Center. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, the Heat has a hard-nosed ethic that stays constant even as the roster changes. Coach Eric Spoelstra said it's a relentless competitiveness to do whatever it takes to win. You have to develop that mentality. This is and forever will be who we are. There will always be blanks in this Miami Heat jersey. I'll let you fill in the blanks, Kevin.
They don't back down, David. Thank you. Both these teams with great front court play here. What was the most intimidating front court you ever faced off against?
Well, I might not go by names, but I might give you just some of the characteristics of tough front courts, Kevin. And any time that you have guys willing to sacrifice their bodies as 3, 4, or 5 men to set screens to open up their perimeter players, you're in for a long night. And ice bags.
Right, a black and blue. So the opening lineup for the Heat: Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Whiteside in its center, locking down the middle. 13 feet away. And it's Leonard missing. Bosch with it, back to Waiters. Outside Dragic. Winslow kicks to Dragic. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, getting the ball off the dribble to the bucket is one of Dragic's strengths. You can't afford to let him get that close to the rim, or he's going to get you.
Now here is Aldridge. Parker with a clean look. No good with the triple.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Green against Waiters. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, one thing, Brent, with Dion Waiters is that when he is on, he is red hot. He's one of those players who will get single-digit points for a few weeks, then just explode for 25 or 30 points out of the blue.
Well, that sounds nice, Kevin, but most coaches are seeking consistency, and he's really not had that in the early stages of his career so far. So still trying to figure out his role, but he does bail out his team every now and again with those kind of scoring binges.
First free throw is good.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And the Spurs, known as an organization for their diligence and discipline. It's all about their results and certainly about the accountability from coach to player, and more importantly, Kevin, from player to player.
Here's Bosch. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Bosch passes to Waiters. Takes a 3. That shot misses. Great tee that time from Green. Parker kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Whiteside. Outside Dragic. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, when it comes to collecting rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is one of the best in the league. Outstanding job creating a second chance opportunity and getting the shot to go.
Parker's shot is off. And you talk about the Spurs culture. They seem totally unconcerned with who gets the limelight. In fact, Brent, they seem to avoid it.
Yeah, there always is this idea that they dance around those spotlights until it's the biggest of stages. But the team really does have just one agenda, Kevin, and that is becoming the best basketball team that they can by the end of the season. And in some years, that means championships. And in other years, it means just contending for a title. but every year they're making that push.
The Heat leading by 3. Waiters dishes to Dragic. They set the pick. Feeds it to Winslow. No good on the triple. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
So vital in today's game, Brent. Ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. I mean, you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Manu is at the 2 with Leonard playing the 3. Dwayne Dedman is out there with Anderson, and it's Mills in at the 1. A 3 off the inbound. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Now Johnson. Outside Williams. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
And Brent, as you look at how the Heat have moved to get under the cap, and even with the tax ramifications, they brought in Joe Johnson. It's become a big consideration for teams.
Well, there's no doubt that the penalty with regards to the tax doubling up and sometimes tripling up what it is that franchises will pay for going over that luxury threshold is affecting the decision-making of the general managers around the league. But this huge boost in salary cap space, Kevin, that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
It's deflected. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Leonard missing.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Johnson, the pass to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Mills, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, if Parker is the slower point guard at this point, Patty Mills comes in and definitely changes the pace for the Spurs. Out of Australia, a shoot-first guard who can hit off the bounce and off the catch, and so that three-point shooting ability puts pressure on teams. He's also a pest defensively, likes to get up and into guys.
And that one misses. And Brent, you talk about Mills' ability to pressure defensively. Very quick, and he gets a lot of steals.
Well, sometimes he can get caught gambling at times, can Patty, but on the whole, a very capable defender, a bit of a gnat out there, and a valuable player when you consider he went undrafted out of St. Mary's of Moraga.
He hits the second from the line.
Really a great free throw shooter. It's unfortunate Mills gets to the line infrequently, partly because of the minutes.
Williams with a clean look. Misses the three. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Second chance shot, and so he draws the foul on the shot, not trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Coach Pop often talks about the value of corporate knowledge, the procedures and shared philosophies that guide his basketball teams year after year. They're actually compiling a database called the Spurs Way to make sure that knowledge is passed down over time.
Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Leonard. And both free throws good for Mills. And you think of the incredible success, Brent, the Spurs have enjoyed. You know it firsthand. You'd love to look at that written record for the Spurs and see that recipe.
Well, as much as there's X's and O's that go on in between the lines for the San Antonio Spurs, it's just very hard to duplicate or emulate what it is that the Spurs have been able to find in terms of the character of their team. That's what many franchises right now, Kevin, I don't think have a great handle on.
When you look back over the career of Dragic, and he's always been mindful to take smart shots, Brent, his offensive efficiency reflects that, and it's rare to see him get bullied into a bad shot.
Well, Dragic has had a great field goal percentage for a scoring combo guard his whole career, but you can imagine, Kevin, how much pressure there is to join a team like the Miami Heat. That can affect some of your confidence. We'll see if Dragic can reestablish that here.
And when you watch Dragic, the thing that sticks out is how easy it is for him to create something out of nothing, Brent. It's like he's seeing a different game at times.
Well, first of all, Kevin, he has the advantage of being a left-handed player, and it's always difficult to guard those. And then secondly, he uses his speed and his pull-up game with great effectiveness. That's why that field goal percentage for him has always been very, very efficient.
Waiters, he can't hit that time. And the Spurs going the other way now.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I don't think he even saw the defender. It didn't matter. Waiters up to the challenge.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Spurs trail by 4.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
It will be if they play this right. Definitely should hold it for the last shot.
Now here's Parker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ginobili, that's for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Undeterred with a hand in his face, Ginobili's been taking advantage of that kind of defense for a long time.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Heat out front, they lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you guys are in control right now. How's that happen?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
You guys are built for this, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Fewer isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at Patty Mills. What a contribution.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
No doubt, huge contributions, not all showing up in the stat sheet, having an impact on this game.
Brent, they say the elite big man in the middle is a dying breed. What do you think? Any truth to that?
How about the birth of the new big man?
Oh, I would say so, too.
I just don't like to be so pessimistic about what it is that we used to see.
We see cycles, right, in the league? We always see cycles.
Absolutely. So I'm more of one of those guys, glasses half full. So let's celebrate the versatility, the mobility, and the incredible talent of the young players at their size being able to be as effective as they are in the NBA.
On the court for the Heat. A lot of length up front with Bosch and Whiteside in the middle. Deion Waiters is out there with Dragic, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kawhi Leonard is a low-key superstar. He doesn't have 5 words to say to anybody. He said recently, "I'm not one of the guys in it for the fame. I'm here so I can take care of my family, take care of myself. I love the game of basketball, and as long as I can keep playing and try to get some more championships with the organization, I'll be happy." And that makes him a perfect fit with this franchise, Kevin.
All about the game, DA. Thanks. One thing that Coach Spoelstra doesn't get enough credit for is his attention on the defensive end, Brent. Rarely do you see a team he is in charge of struggle on that side of the ball.
I think Spo has so many different ways that he can deploy his defense and gets very creative with the way he uses his active big guys out on screen and rolls. A great defensive mind in the game.
And the Spurs with some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. A minute 42 left to play in the third. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosch.
An explosion of emotion from him.
It's still hard to imagine how much passion he plays with. I mean, I love seeing that kind of fire.
Anderson, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And then for Miami, James Johnson's checked in for Whiteside. Williams comes in for Winslow. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Leonard attacking from deep. Green. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. Manu Ginobili. The Heat leading by 4. And you have to like what Danny Green, Brent, brings to the table defensively. Long arms. Very quick for his size. And he can defend 1 through 3.
Well, that's a pretty good tandem if you're suiting up next to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi takes the stronger guy, and Danny Green usually goes to the quickness defensively. And Green also a strong defensive rebounder and one of the better perimeter shot blockers in the game.
The Heat have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Richardson kicks to Bosch. Puts it up from 12. A shot off that time.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
It's as if he had too good a look. Is that possible? And now he's kicking himself.
And there's the 3-second violation. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Ellington comes in for Williams. The Heat with the lead. There's 31 seconds left in the third. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And Miami shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
The shot fake by Bosch is so tough to guard. He uses it well and often fools the D like he did there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now here's Ginobili. He's guarded closely. Fires for 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Heat lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Everybody got to rotate, rebound, it's pace going back. It's attack, attack, attack. That's all it is.
Greg Popovich distilling it down to one simple concept: be aggressive.
And guys, he knows this game so well. When they control momentum, the pace, they're much harder to beat.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Gasol at the center position. It's the San Antonio 5.
This is where Waiters can continue to improve his offensive game, draining the jumper with a hand in his face.
Gentlemen.
And so it's San Antonio with it. 8-point game. Parker dishes to Aldridge. The 19-foot shot. Bullseye.
Well, the defender did his best to challenge the shot, but Aldridge with the focus to knock it down.
And Miami shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Now here's Ellington. And here is Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Spurs. Green passes to Parker. Green, the screen. And it's Aldridge missing.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Dragic with a wide open look. Here's Whiteside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Bosch is checked in. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Green, the screen to the left side wing. Here's Gasol. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Now here's Dragic, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario.
.121 left to play here in the fourth. Raiders no luck. Knocked loose. Spurs trail by 6. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Goes up to the stripe. That's good on the jump shot.
And Gasol is someone you turn to in these situations. Need a big basket, he's ready to go.
Left side Bosch. 18 feet out, and he nails that one right through the net. And the Heat lead by 6. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Aldridge. Money!
Exceptional shot-making ability there, especially considering the stakes. Aldridge stepping up.
Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
This team is counting on him to knock down looks like that. It has to mess with your confidence a little bit.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Ano Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, a solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. It's Parker outside. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
2 shots. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 8. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The three from Mills. San Antonio again missing. Johnson with it. And so it's Miami winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench, you know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody has to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thank you and good night. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Hassan Whiteside.
When you talk about Whiteside, you're talking about a guy capable of putting up 20-20 every single night. We've seen him do that more than a few times, and he's going to keep doing it. His rebounding is fantastic. He's always around the ball, and his timing is outstanding. This guy has great shot blocking instincts.
It's a testament how hard he worked to find good looks. Not everyone is going to show the discipline he did tonight. Sometimes when you start feeling it, you start letting, loose a little bit and start taking some tough shots. He was solid all the way.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.